Welcome, my friends, to the Sage of Quay Radio Hour, your home for free and critical thinking, and I'm your host, Mike Williams. The following short clip is an outtake from my interview with political artist David Dees, where David explains how he met David Icke. It's a great story, and I don't think David will mind me sharing, so let's take a listen.
I lived in Europe, for 10 years, and I just moved back over a year ago. And, he was using my art, and I flew down to England to see him talk at Brixton Academy, which was 2,500 sold out, this incredible theater, And I went in with a couple of friends, and I'm sitting there, pretty good seats.
Yeah.
And and he's got the big screen, and he's talking, and it's a 7-hour presentation.
Yeah, I saw him in Cleveland. Same thing. Yep.
Yeah, and this was 2009.
Yeah, I saw him in 2011. So you caught him 2 years before me. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, so he's showing my art up there, and I kept nudging my buddy. I said, I did that piece, and I did that piece, and then suddenly he starts talking about me. He says, "Oh, this art's all done by David Dees, and he's living in Sweden now, and I think he's here tonight." And there was applause, and I was sinking down in my chair. I go, "That is so weird." I don't know if you've a sold out place, and suddenly the guy on stage starts talking about you, and I was like, scared me to death. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, that's got to be surreal,
Yeah,
it's
surreal,
because that's your work, and to you, it's just that's your work, it's your art. You're very familiar with it, and all of a sudden.
Well, it's like I was in concert because my art is, like 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
And hey, what a slideshow.
Yeah.
And anyway, after the show, went back and, when it said, come back and meet David, and I thought, oh, it's going to be this big mass of people. There was like me and 3 other people in a room, and then David walks in, and he gives me a big hug. He goes, "You look like a David Dees." And I guess I look kind of wacky, but he just almost continued the show and just started talking, and we were fascinated, for another 15 minutes. He started talking about stuff. So
yeah.
The guy he's a powerhouse.
He is a powerhouse, He took so much abuse. So much abuse,
Right? Remember when he was on those shows and they were all laughing at him?
Yep. Well, he said on my show, he said, people would, in the streets.
Yeah, he said he walked down the street, he could hear laughter.
Yeah. I can say my life is not there yet, okay,
The only time I heard laughter was one time I dyed the back of my hair blue, and but that was that was like the 80s and stuff. I thought you could do that then, but
Yeah, yeah.
I actually changed it. I didn't need the attention.
Yeah, well, like I told David now, nobody's laughing now, David.
They're laughing with you now.
Yeah. So
bless his pointed heart. He's a good dude.
He is a good guy. He really is.